Well, hello everybody. Welcome back. Today we are going to work on step 4 of the current Deity quest for the Tribunal. So let's go ahead and speak with Justinian, see what happens next.
Hail!
Well, hello. I'm very pleased to see you. We are ready to enter the vestibule of righteousness at last. Well, that sounds exciting, sir. How can I help? Within the vestibule, the runes you found previously will combine to create a new hammer for the 7th. Then we'll be able to welcome the Tribunal with open arms. I see. We need one who is well versed in the way of justice and the path of righteousness. I recommend you to be one of the first to enter the vestibule. Are you willing? Oh, I would be very honored, sir. Alright, so our new quest is called The Trial of the Gatekeeper. It is a level 60 quest, and we will get an upgraded altar when we finish this, plus some more faction for the Tribunal. You will find the vestibule in Everquest. Kyra Lore will meet you there with the runes. Good luck. Oh, thank you, sir. I'm on my way. Alright, so we gotta go to Everquest, which is quite cold. She's not quite rightly dressed for that area, but she'll be fine. She's pretty tough-skinned at this point. So let's run on over to the bell and get ourselves to Everquest.
I'm taking this one down!
Okay, and it's at the very top of the map. I'm not sure if we could tell where this Kara girl is going to be hanging out. Yes, she's right here. So we need to go in. We come around this way. Basically go straight. I think we go in the Ice Spire Cave. I didn't know it could be the caverns. But we're gonna head over that way. Now, if you've never been to Everquest, it's really a fun zone. Lots to do here. Heritage quests you can pick up is here. All kinds of goodies. And there's a big shark here in the waters that shows up from time to time. But I think everything here is fairly low level, so probably wouldn't have to worry about it much if you're on this quest. Alright, I'm gonna see what the golden trail gives us, if anything. We're just gonna follow that. I'm gonna go ahead and get on my mount. just feels like it's so cold here. Alright, I think it's this way. These caverns that are over here somewhere. Yeah. Here, I believe. It is taking us here, yes. Now, when you come through here, sometimes there's an epic, if you're a lower level, that you will run into right here. But she doesn't happen to be here. And there's who we need to speak with. Fantastic. So I'm just going to take this off. Hello, Kyra.
Well met.
Are you hurt? I tried to enter the vestibule. The guardian is too strong. Take the runes. Put them in the vessels within. Balance must be kept. I can't just leave you here. You need to get some help. Oh, the Tribunal must return. Go. Create the hammer. The 7. Oh no. Oh dear, this sounds like it's gonna be dangerous. Oh, that's unfortunate. Alright, we need to click this boulder. The vestibule of the sacred temple. I must seek out the guardian and obtain permission to use the sacred vessels. No. Alright. Well, these guys are not... I guess they would be aggro if I was their level. Okay, I see some globy things. Okay, these are not interactive yet, so let's see if we can speak to the guardian. Hello? To use this sacred vessel, you must correctly solve the puzzle. Uh-oh, a puzzle. The penalty for an incorrect answer is death. Are you prepared? I'm ready. Well, griffins fly between 2 towns. Every hour, at precisely 5 minutes past, a griffin leaves each town and flies towards the other town. They all fly at the same speed, and each journey takes 5 hours. 3 of the griffins that fly this route have blue wings. Only 1 has red wings. How many other griffins will you see when riding a griffin from one town to the next? Oh dear. Okay. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna say 11. Did I do it? I may use the vessels. Thank you. Let's try this. You take the rune key you received from Kara and hold it near the sacred vessel. Nothing happens. Okay. Well, let's go try this one. Nothing happens. Okay. Let's try the globe behind the Guardian. Touch the key to the vessel. The vessel hums quietly. Several of the runes glow in succession, then wink out. You are not sure that the process has been entirely completed. Let's study the key. Only 2 of the runes appear to have been affected by their contact with the vessel. Okay, put the key away. I need to use a different sacred vessel to activate more runes on this key. A different vessel. Let's try this one again. Touch the key to the vessel. We didn't get that last time. Study the key. I've gotten 4 of the runes on the key to activate. So now we just have to click on this one. Touch the key. The vessel hums quietly. Several of the runes glow in succession. You feel confident that the rune key has been empowered, although you're not sure what the result will be. All of the runes appear to have been affected. The rune key begins pulsating in your hand. Examine it more closely. The rune key changes shape, even as your eyes focus upon it. In no time at all, it has become the gavel of entry. Thank the Tribunal. This task is complete. Exactly. So we got the gavel of entry. I need to go back to Justinian now. I don't know, is it something in my bags? Yes. Gavel of entry creates a connection between Norath and the plane of justice, allowing entry to the sacred temple of the hammer. Ooh. Interesting. Okay. So we need to get back. I think the quickest way for her is going to be just to call. Didn't take us as long as I thought for the quest. Hello, Justinian.
Hello!
Have you done as you were asked? Yes, I have. Okay, and now we get this upgraded altar. I'm curious if it looks the same as this one. It does. Very excited about that. I knew that we could depend on you. There is much left to do before the Tribunal can bring balance back to Norath, but I doubt we would have gotten so far without your help. What can you tell me about this gavel of entry? The gavel is required to enter the Temple of Justice. It is a ceremonial key signifying your ties with the Tribunal. Is that enough for you to know? Justice has always been in the world, but it has been shrouded by deceit and misuse. Now the way is clearer, though still imperfect. What else can I do? Keep your life in balance, Shoji. It seems a small thing, yet the smallest drop of water, when joined with others, becomes a raging river. You can change the course of the world by this one thing. Yes, I see your point. I do not make the laws, I just help enforce them. You will be called upon to sit in judgment of others as the final test of your bond with the Tribunal. If you're ready, I will send you directly there. The tasks before you will not be easy. Listen closely, ask questions, but know that sometimes there is not a clear answer. Okay, I'm ready. Alright, this one's called the Jury. It is a level 70. And our reward will be the Cloak of Justice. Balance may not always be what it seems. A Tribunal Guard. Hello. Excuse me. Oh. I have to say I'm a little bit nervous.
Well met.
Why do you interrupt these proceedings? Have you no respect for the law? Oh, Justini and Theo seem to think my participation would be necessary, sir. Ah, Shoji. You arrived just in time. We are about to start. I understand that you know much about the law and seek to put your newfound wisdom to the test. Yes, what would you have me do? You may ask questions of the witnesses, the prosecutor, the defender, and the defendant himself. The evidence is also available for your review. All right, what crime is he accused of? He stands accused of planning the thefts from the Temple of Judicaire Septum. You may proceed, counsel. Thank you, sir. Oh, those tablets we picked up on the first episode of this. After learning more about the case, I need to tell the Seventh Hammer what my verdict is. Oh, okay. That's the prosecutor. Those are witnesses. I think I want to hear the witnesses first, actually. Hello. What can I do for you? What can you tell me about the defendant? I'm a barkeep and saw him speaking to the girl who actually took the tablets. Did you overhear any part of their conversation? Well, the night was busy, so I only heard bits of it. They were laughing and talking about Bristlebane. I didn't actually hear him tell her to steal the tablets, but I'm sure they were plotting it. I see. Well, the key is this right here. I didn't actually hear him tell her to steal it. All right. Hello, may I ask you a question, sir? What do you want? I'm not answering no questions. I'll only bear witness before the tribunal. This court is but a shadow of the plane of justice's glory, even with the seventh hammer. All right. So he's just here as a looky-loo. How about you, ma'am? Would you like to answer a question for me? What did you witness related to the thefts? I was on duty at the Temple of Judicae Septem that night, and was the first person to notice that the tablet was missing. It was during worship service, so the temple was very crowded. I see. What did you do to them? I told my partner to look for anyone suspicious while I notified the priest. As you know, more than one tablet was stolen. I stayed with the high priest until the service was complete. Then we searched the temple. Did you find anything? No, but my partner did. He's not here right now, as he had a family emergency. He found a gibble-jibber fabric, and we apprehended all the local giggle-jibbers. Carly Besser, the thief, indicated that the defendant put her up to it. I see. All right, that's all the witnesses we have. No. Here's another one.
Well met.
Ugh. I have a cold. I'm sorry to hear that, sir. You should put on a jacket or something. What is your testimony concerning the tablet thefts? Huh? Oh, sorry. My sinuses are so plugged. Can't understand a word you're saying. Okay, maybe I'll speak with you again in a moment while you compose yourself, sir. Hello?
Hello.
I see. The seventh hammer is allowing you to speak with us. Very well. What do you want to know? What do you know about the defendant? The defendant is a giggle-jibber and should be charged with money laundering and tax evasion, not this trumped-up charge of masterminding a theft. He can barely string two coherent sentences together and is clearly no mastermind. I see. Interesting. All right. I think, let's speak to the defendant. I didn't do it. Nopes. Then why are you the defendant? Needs to defend. That's why. Carly took the tablets. Yes. I'm only Bristlebane's helper. I see. Did Bristlebane have anything to do with this? Did I say Bristlebane? I meant my knees in pain. Standing here all defensive is very painful. Ow! If Carly stole the tablets, why are you the defendant? Maybe I told Carly about the joke. Maybe. I don't really remember exactly. Would it be fun, she asked me, and yes, I says. Doesn't mean she was supposed to steal, does it? Well, you've got a point there. He might have had a conversation, but I don't think he actually did it. Alright, let's speak to the defendant. Or the defender. I'm the defendant appointed counsel. Did you have a question? Yes. Is there any direct link between the defendant and the person who carried out the thefts? Directly? No. The evidence is circumstantial at best. What evidence exists is on that table. Part of a note, a book, and some candles that the defendant gave to Carly. Then why is your client accused? Carly accused quite a number of people, but of course she cannot tell the truth. That she did not name the defendant as a ringleader is possibly the most damaging evidence against him. He is clearly innocent, as that cannot be a definitive identification. I see. Well, she has a point. All right, we've got to look at the evidence, but let's talk to the prosecutor first. Where's the prosecutor? Over here. Hello?
Hello?
What brought the defendant to the attention of the authorities? Judicare Septum Guard brought us some fabric consistent with giggle-gibber garb immediately after the thefts. As the thefts occurred long before Frost fell, he felt it was a significant clue. We interviewed the first 4 suspects and thus determined that the defendant was the mastermind. I see, really? A giggle-gibber? Don't underestimate a giggle-gibber. They're quite clever under that facade of stupidity. I see, but that is your opinion, sir. That is not really evidence. Let's look at the evidence we have before us. Here is a paper. It's scrawled with random words. Eggs, milk, chicken, 6 tab. We don't know what they're talking about that. The evidence tag attached to this states that this note was found on the defendant, which includes the words 6 and the partial word tab. Clearly, tab is short for tablets. Maybe not. Eggs, milk, and chicken don't have anything to do with that, so it could be something completely innocent. Not quite sure at the moment what, but it could be. Alright, these are blue and silver candles, though they're familiar with Frostville. The evidence tag attached to the candles states, found in the possession of Carly. The defendant admits giving Miss Besser these candles. Alright, that doesn't make him the mastermind. She could have figured it's something out with the candles. And why the grump hated Frostville? The evidence tag states, the book found in the defendant's rented room, blue candle wax on the cover, matches that of the candles found in possession. Well, that's not definitive because, number one, the management of the inn could have placed that book in there for people to read. As you know, sometimes if you go into hotels and such, they have a book in the drawer. All right, and then the candles could have been purchased as well, separate from Frostville season. I'm not sold on this evidence. I guess now we gotta go back and speak to the hammer. It doesn't say, but let's see. Have you listened to the testimony and reviewed the evidence, counsel? Are you ready to pronounce your verdict? Yes, sir, I believe I am. Very well. What is your verdict? How did you arrive at this conclusion? Well, this one is true. None of the witnesses provided positive proof that he was involved in a plot. Anyone could have obtained a copy of the book on the table or even the candles is true. The note in evidence is not complete and can't be considered conclusive. All of these could be true. Oh my goodness. But I'm going to say the note because that one is the most worrisome because I don't know what else tablets could be, but I'm going to go with that. I see. Let our record show that Shoji, as independent counsel and juror, has found the defendant not guilty of planning the thefts from the Temple of Judicaire Septum. You did well in this. Go and return to Justinian. Yes, sir. Yes, he was no mastermind. Okay. Back we go. Hello, Justinian. I have returned.
Well met.
What do you think of the tribunal now? Well, I believe in the way of law, if that is what you mean. Things are not always what they seem, especially where laws come into play. Many believe the path of lawfulness is difficult. It is often difficult. When those around you choose an easier way, the fastest solution, shall we say, you must stay true to what you know in your heart to be right. Yes, that is a heavy responsibility. The tribunal members sometimes disagree amongst themselves, yet they always reach a decision. You need to do the same. Ask questions. Think carefully. Speak seldom. I will follow the path of the tribunal. And there we have it. You have proven yourself a worthy, if mortal, judge, Shoji. Oh, thank you, Justinian. There we go. We've got the cloak. I guess I could put that on. There we go. Got the cloak. Well, everybody, thank you so much for joining me today. Next episode, we will begin a new Deity questline. Bye-bye now.